Hello everyone, myself Professor Chavan, and this video is for 11th Science CBSE Board subject Physics. In previous lecture we have started our first chapter, Physical World. In that we have seen what is the outer world, what is the inner world, and which are the steps to be followed by any phenomena so that we can understand that phenomena easily. Okay, so we have also seen some steps of the scientific method so that we can understand that phenomena completely. Now in this lecture we are going to study the next topic, that is the facts of nature. Which are the facts of nature, or why it is necessary to go for the facts of nature? Because nature is a very complex and it is having the varieties of things in it. It is having the number of phenomena in it. So for our easiness we have to go for the facts of nature. In that, the first fact of nature is there is no final theory in science. There is no final theory in science because as the time passes, the new predictions will be given by any scientist, because the knowledge get updated and according to the knowledge the new inventions can be there. So the new predictions will be given by the scientist and with their particular proof. Then if they have given the proof, we have to verify these proofs and we can go for the new theory. Okay. So likewise, there are number of phenomena available in this nature, and if it is coming in front of us that there is a new theory about any phenomenon, then we must have to go first of all for its proof, and then after verification we can conclude that that particular theory is a final one. Okay. So we can, the previous theory, we can say that the previous theory is get updated to the new theory and the invented new theory is the final theory. Okay, so likewise there may be a possibility that the new predictions will be given by the scientist. Okay, so likewise, suppose initially long years ago that some scientists say that light is coming to us, coming to our eyes like the arrows, but after some days some scientist says that the light is not coming like the arrows, but they are coming like the wavelength to our eyes. Okay, so in that they have given their proof that light is traveling in the air, the light is traveling in the nature like the wavelength. So that's why they have given the proof, they have verified their predictions, they have verified their statement. Okay, so we have updated our statement about the light, that the light is traveling like the arrows, and now we are saying that the light is traveling like the wavelength. Okay, so that's why what is the first fact of the nature is the no any theory in this nature is the final theory. Okay, then the second theory, second fact of the nature is we should always welcome the new invention. We should always welcome new invention. Because scientists in the world are studying at their different location. Okay, suppose in India one scientist is saying that his particular theory about particular phenomena, then scientist in the Europe is also predicting his theory about that particular phenomena. Okay, so likewise, as the location changes, as the time changes, there is the new invention about that particular theory. Then what we have to do, we don't have to reject that theory, but we have to go for its proof. We can say him that give us the proof. Then if he also gives the proof, then what is our next procedure? We have to verify its statement, we have to verify its prediction about that particular theory. Then finally we are going to accept that theory. But what is necessary here, that we should always welcome the new invention. We can't reject that any invention given by any scientist in all over the world. Okay, because in India there may be any particular prediction about the same theory, about the same phenomenon, but in the Europe, in the America, in the Britain, there may be another predictions about that particular same phenomenon. Okay, then we have to go for the proof and the verification of all the predictions given by all the scientists, and then we have to welcome their new invention, and that will be beneficial to us because the new invention contains the updated knowledge. Okay, so science will get updated with their new predictions and it will be beneficial for us. Okay, जैसे कि पहले कहा गया था कि अर्थ स्टेशनरी है और उसके बाजू में सभी प्लैनेट्स रोटेट होते हैं. Okay, ये पहला किसी साइंटिस्ट ने बताया था कि अर्थ इज स्टेशनरी एंड अदर प्लैनेट्स आर रिवॉल्विंग अराउंड द अर्थ. But after some days, after some years, it was predicted that the earth is not stationary, but it is the rotating one. But the sun is stationary. Okay. When it is invented that the sun is stationary and earth is rotating about the sun, then it has been given some proof that the earth is not the stationary, because we are getting the sunrise and sunset as some time passes, because every day there is the sunlight and every day there is the sunset. Okay, so accordingly we are accepting that the earth is not the stationary, it is the rotating, but the sun is stationary and earth is rotating about the sun. Okay, so that's why we are going to accept that particular theory invented about the earth, and because there is the proof about its prediction, about its statement about the earth, so we have accepted that statement about the earth. Okay, so likewise we should always welcome the new invention that will update our knowledge, that will update our science, and accordingly we can go for the further inventions. Okay, so the second fact is the we should always welcome the new invention. Likewise, suppose there is one blind person. Okay, if we are not aware of any phenomenon, then we are the one blind person. Suppose we are also one blind person in this nature, then there is the another person which are the blind one. Okay, then if we say that person that tell me about the shape of a elephant, then he will go to the elephant and check how is the elephant. Then if he touches that leg of the elephant, then he will say that elephant one is like the pillar. Okay, elephant, maybe the shape of the elephant is like the pillar. Okay, then if we told the another blind person that how is the elephant, then if he touches the ears of the elephant, then he may say that the shape of the elephant is like the supa. Okay, he may say that. Okay, if we told the third person that how is the shape of the elephant, and he goes towards the elephant and check with his hands to the stomach of the elephant, then he may predict that the elephant is like the one big rock. Elephant may be like the one big rock. Okay, so in that we have to go for the inventions, we have to accept their knowledge about the invention, because we are the blind persons in this nature, and we have to accept the phenomenons predicted by the particular persons. Okay, so these blind persons are like the researchers, and we are also one like researchers, but we are also not aware of our that particular theory, and that blind person is also not aware of that particular phenomenon. So he predicted that the elephant is the like the pillar. That's why there is a new invention, there is the new phenomenon. So that's why we have to accept that phenomenon. We don't have to reject their phenomenons, and new theory will be always welcome for us. Okay, so हमने जो देखा है कि साइंटिस्ट है, न्यूटन है, आइंस्टाइन है, इनमें क्या होता था, इनके थ्योरी में भी कुछ क्यूरीज थी, लेकिन जैसे टाइम बीतता गया वैसे वैसे उनका इन्वेंशन, उनके क्यूरीज सॉल्व होती गई, क्योंकि कुछ साइंटिस्ट ने वो क्यूरीज सॉल्व कर ली. ऐसा नहीं है कि न्यूटन ने, आइंस्टाइन ने जैसे उन्होंने कुछ इन्वेंशन किया है और वो फुल प्रूफ है, उसके बाद उसमें कुछ चेंजेस नहीं हुए. उसमें भी चेंजेस हो गए, उसमें भी कुछ चेंजेस करने पड़े, क्योंकि बाद में जो साइंटिस्ट आए उन्होंने उसके ऊपर स्टडी किया और उन्होंने उसके बारे में कुछ नॉलेज अपडेट किया। उन्होंने उसके बारे में कुछ नॉलेज अपडेट किया और हमको उसके बारे में बताया। उन्होंने अपना प्रेडिक्शन दिया कि ये ऐसा नहीं है, ये ऐसा है। तो फिर न्यूटन के थ्योरी में भी कुछ करेक्शंस करने पड़े, आइंस्टाइन के थ्योरी में भी कुछ करेक्शंस करने पड़े। तो फिर ऐसे ऐसे हमारी वो जो थ्योरीज है वो अपडेट होती गई और फाइनली हमने कुछ उसके बारे में फाइनल किया है। अभी तक ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि इसके बाद भी उसमें कुछ करेक्शंस आ जाए। तो जैसे जैसे टाइम बीतता जाएगा वैसे वैसे इन्वेंशंस होते जाएंगे और हमारी नॉलेज अपडेट होती जाएगी। ओके, so that's why we always have to welcome the new inventions. Okay, so the third fact about the facts of the nature is the branches of the science. Okay, branches of science. Why we have to go for the branches of science? As we know, the nature is a very complex one and there are number of things available in this nature. There are number of phenomenons available in this nature, and if we go for the study of these phenomenons, it will be very cascading or it will be very complex one. So that for our easiness of the study, we have divided this all nature in some particular branches. Like the first branch, we can say that here is the biology. Okay, बायोलॉजी में क्या करते हैं हम? Okay, in case of the biology, we are going to study about the human beings. What are the organisms available in this nature? Which are the chromosomes available in this nature? Which are the bacteria available in this nature? All this study is done in the biology. This is one branch of the science, and in that we are going for the biology. Okay, then the next thing. There are also some molecules, there are also some compounds available in this nature. So can we study these molecules? Can we study these compounds in the biology? No. So for that purpose, again, we have divided this nature, we have divided this science into the new branch, that is the chemistry. Okay. So chemistry में क्या करते हैं हम? केमिस्ट्री में क्या करते हैं हम? केमिस्ट्री में हम स्टडी कर सकते हैं मॉलिक्यूल्स की प्रॉपर्टीज, कंपाउंड्स की प्रॉपर्टीज, कंपाउंड्स कैसे बनते हैं, कौन से एलिमेंट उसमें आके मिलते हैं, उसके बाद कंपाउंड बनते हैं, फिर कंपाउंड्स की प्रॉपर्टीज क्या है। ओके, ऐसे अलग अलग बातों का हमको स्टडी करना पड़ता है इन केस ऑफ द केमिस्ट्री। ओके, नाउ देयर इज द थर्ड ब्रांच ऑफ द साइंस वी हैव मेड इज द फिजिक्स। सो इन अ फिजिक्स व्हाट वी आर डूइंग? इन अ फिजिक्स we are going to study some fundamental laws of nature. We are going to study some behavior of the materials, behavior of the some atoms, some crystals. Okay, so according to their nature, we have divided the science into three branches for our easiness, for their study purpose. And if we are having to go for the particular study, then we can go for its up to the depth. We can understand it up to depth. If this all the phenomena are mixed one, then can we go up to the depth? Because we will get confused about what are the molecules, what are the compounds, what are the laws, what are the crystals, what are the atoms. Okay, so that's why we have divided the branch of science into the three parts, that is the biology, chemistry and physics. Again, biology is also one major branch. So this biology is again divided into some sub branches like the geology. So geology में क्या करते हैं? Geology में हम क्या करते हैं कि कुछ geological aspects है इस available nature में, उनका study करते हैं। Okay? Geology में हम क्या करते हैं? जो कुछ भी available है geological aspects, उनका study करते हैं। तो फिर ये हो गया बायोलॉजी के बारे में। अगर हम फिजिक्स के बारे में बोले तो फिजिक्स के भी बहुत सारे ब्रांचेस हैं, जैसे कि एनालिटिकल फिजिक्स, देन द एस्ट्रोलॉजिकल फिजिक्स। तो फिर एनालिटिकल फिजिक्स में क्या करते हैं? ये जो कुछ भी एटम्स है, जो कुछ क्रिस्टल्स है, उनका एनालिटिकल स्टडी किया जाता है उसमें। ओके, एंड दिस फंडामेंटल लॉज, फंडामेंटल रूल्स, दीज आर द अनदर ब्रांच ऑफ द फिजिक्स। ओके, लाइकवाइज इफ वी थिंक अबाउट द एस्ट्रोलॉजी, तो एस्ट्रोलॉजी में क्या होता है? जो कुछ भी स्टार्स अवेलेबल है इस स्पेस में, उनका स्टडी किया जाता है। जो कुछ भी प्लैनेट्स अवेलेबल है उनका स्टडी किया जाता है। लेकिन अगर हम सोचेंगे कि एस्ट्रोलॉजी भी एक बहुत बड़ी ब्रांच है, okay? उसको भी हमको बहुत डीपली स्टडी करने के लिए उसको भी हमको बहुत सारे पार्ट्स करने पड़ते हैं, ओके? तो फिर एस्ट्रोलॉजी को भी बाद में फिर सब ब्रांचेस में डिवाइड किया जाता है। जैसे कि एरोनॉटिकल इंजीनियरिंग है, एरोनॉटिकल में भी कुछ अलग वाले ब्रांचेस में अलग वाला नॉलेज दिया जाता है, जैसे कि इन स्पेस का नॉलेज दिया जाता है। लेकिन अगर हम बोलेंगे कि एस्ट्रोनॉट्स को अलग वाला नॉलेज दिया जाता है कि प्लैनेट्स कैसे होते हैं, स्टार्स कैसे होते हैं, इनके बारे में उनको बताया जाता है, ओके? सो लाइकवाइज फिजिक्स इज ऑल्सो डिवाइडेड इनटू सम सब ब्रांचेस, biology is also divided into sub branches, chemistry is also divided into sub branches. So these are the things we are doing for our easiness to study the phenomenons, okay? So that's why we have to give some facts of nature, okay? We have to go for some facts of nature, and in that the first fact is there is no final theory in the science, क्योंकि जैसे जैसे टाइम बीतता जाएगा वैसे वैसे कुछ अलग अलग स्टेटमेंट, अलग अलग नॉलेज बढ़ता जाएगा, उसी हिसाब से हम न्यू थ्योरी बता सकते हैं। और अगर वो थ्योरी का प्रूफ है हमारे पास तो फिर उसके वेरिफिकेशन के लिए हम जा सकते हैं, और हमारा अगर वेरिफिकेशन ट्रू आ गया तो फिर हम पहले वाली थ्योरी को रिप्लेस करके नए वाले थ्योरी को हम एक्सेप्ट करते हैं, वो वाली थ्योरी अभी फाइनल बनाते हैं, ओके? देन द नेक्स्ट स्टेटमेंट फॉर द फैक्ट ऑफ नेचर इज वी शुड ऑलवेज वेलकम द न्यू इन्वेंशन। तो फिर न्यू इन्वेंशन में क्या होता है कि जैसे जैसे टाइम बीतता है वैसे वैसे अलग अलग साइंटिस्ट उस पर्टिकुलर फिनोमेनन के बारे में अलग अलग स्टेटमेंट देते हैं, तो फिर उस स्टेटमेंट को हम रिजेक्ट नहीं कर सकते। अगर उनके पास उसके प्रूफ है तो फिर हमको वो प्रूफ देखने चाहिए। अगर उनके पास कुछ प्रेडिक्शंस है, अलग अलग प्रेडिक्शंस हो सकते हैं, क्योंकि अलग अलग साइंटिस्ट अलग अलग लोकेशन में उसके बारे में स्टडी करते हैं, तो फिर किसी के भी स्टेटमेंट ट्रू आ सकते हैं, किसी के भी स्टेटमेंट फॉल्स आ सकते हैं। तो उसी हिसाब से हमको सभी के स्टेटमेंट कंसिडर करने पड़ते हैं, और अगर हमने स्टेटमेंट उसके रिजेक्ट नहीं कर सकते, लेकिन हमको उनके स्टेटमेंट एक्सेप्ट करने पड़ेंगे, और उसका अगर वो प्रूफ दे सके और उसका प्रूफ अगर वेरीफाई हो गया तो उनकी थ्योरी हम एज अ न्यू इन्वेंशन एक्सेप्ट कर सकते हैं, ओके? सो दैट इज अबाउट द सेकंड फैक्ट। देन अबाउट द थर्ड फैक्ट, दैट द ब्रांचेस ऑफ द साइंस वी हैव मेड फॉर आवर इजीनेस, फॉर द स्टडी ऑफ द नेचर, which will make easy to study the nature. And accordingly we have divided the nature, we have divided the science in the three branches, the biology and the chemistry and the physics, and again we have divided these branches into some sub branches for our easiness, okay? So these are the some facts of nature, and in the next lecture we will go for some next topic, likewise some principles of the physics, okay? So this is about the facts of nature.